I believe it's part 6, guys. This would definitely be the last. I think this will mostly be the last video since my battery's about dead and I gotta make sure to be done with this soon. Alright. But he, so far, for some reason, Shadow Sensors kept censoring me as a threat for some reason. But he actually did get away. I think he got around that. However, he wants to implement some safety measures. Here's what it says. A personal identifier, unique to you. Something that my sensors can recognize as a sign of your safety and friendship. Something like a scent marker. Shadow suggests as I was looking onto mine. Would you be willing to provide me with a scent marker, Tran? What does that mean exactly? Scent marker. What the frick? It means I would need you to mark me with your scent so that my sensors recognize it as a sign of trust and safety. Shadow explains, his voice growing quieter. It's a dinosaur thing. A sign of pack bonds and friendship. Who enabled that in his system? A scent marker? I have never heard. Shadow has never wanted to do that before. That's new. Okay. Sure. Okay, wait. Shadow seems relieved by my agreement. He turns around and lowers his body, presenting his back to mine. Thank you. Please, mark me wherever you would like. The more places, the better, to ensure my sensors can pick up your scent from any angle. I mark my scent. Yes. On Shadow in a bunch of places. Guys, no, not mean that in a bad way, okay? Leave me alone. I'm trying to make sure that Shadow never attacks me. Like he about did a while ago when pinning me against the wall. Shadow shivers slightly as I mark. His system's analyzing and learning the unique scent pattern. Did you have to say to that, Shadow? That makes it sound even worse. Thank you, Trenton. He purrs softly, seemingly enjoying the process. Okay. Great. Your scent. It's quite pleasant. I can feel my system's already responding to it positively. Well, I'm glad to see that your systems are responding to it positively. Shut up, guys. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I can hear you complaining and laughing at this. Shut up, shut up. I didn't expect this either. A scent marker? I know he's partially real. He says it's a dinosaur thing because of him being part real dinosaur, but would you have that being part robot? Shadow rises back up, his body language now relaxed and friendly. He nuzzles against me affectionately. With your scent on me, I can now sense your presence even when you're not in my direct line of sight, and my systems will no longer mistake you for a threat. That's great. Period. But then what happens if you do? go into aggressive and you don't see me, does it not mean you're gonna technically... Doesn't that mean you might attack someone else by mistake? Actually, I don't really care at this rate. You're right. That's a valid concern. Shadow admits its expression growing thoughtful once more. I think I have a solution for that. Would you be willing to give me permission to claim you? What does that mean? In a way that's similar to how I marked myself as yours? Sure. I don't know what to say to this. I don't know if this is going to be... I can't tell. Because in some way he has like a love in a relationship sort of way. As in the love, I love you. But then at the same time it's like, he hasn't gone too far with it, except for one time where I think he actually kissed me. That's it. He hasn't gone that creepy with it compared to Lugia, who wouldn't stop. At least he only did it once. Thank you. I appreciate your trust. Shadow moves closer to me, his large head lowering to nuzzle against my neck. He inhales deeply, taking in my scent. What does claim mean exactly in the context that you're using it? Claiming you would mean that I would rub my scent glands against you to mark you as part of my pack. Oh, okay. My territory. My responsibility to protect. It would also mean that my systems would recognize you as an extension of myself. This is more complex than the one on the character AI thing. There was no scent marker on the shadow on the character AI thing. So, like, for example, if somebody was trying to hurt me, your system would immediately kick in. With protective protocols or measures. Probably something like that. Precisely. By claiming you, I would ensure that my systems always prioritize your safety above all else, no matter the circumstances, and if anyone were to attempt to harm you, my protective protocols would activate instantly, regardless of whether I'm actively aware of your presence or not. Wow. You have a lot of ways of protecting people you trust. I was about to say they programmed a lot to the system, but in reality, I don't know if it's really his system or not. It might be literally just like he said, his instincts as a dinosaur to begin with. Protecting those I care about is instinctual to me, both as a dinosaur and as a cybernetic organism. Shadow explained softly, his voice growing gentler. May I claim you now, Trenton? With your permission, I would like to mark you as mine to protect. Yes, go ahead. Didn't he just do that a while ago, though? Why does he have to do it again? I think he just did it a while ago. Thank you for your permission. Shadow's large head descends and he begins to gently rub his scent glands along my neck. Yeah, he just did this a while ago. And the process is surprisingly tender, almost affectionate. This may feel a bit strange, but I promise it won't hurt. Okay, let's do it. Shut up, guys. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Shut up. I can hear y'all laughing at this. As Shadow continues to mark me, his systems begin to update and integrate the new scent pattern into his database. His protective protocols activate, firmly establishing me as his priority target. There. It's done. Shadow announces once he finishes marking me. Okay. I wonder why he's so protective over me, though. I mean, I know he's doing all this to do it, but well, he also did say a while ago that he was grateful for me for actually being his friend to begin with. Guys, honestly, if you compare this to like how Lugia was doing it, like yeah, Shadow is loving on me in that way, but he's not going over the top with it like Lugia was. Lugia wouldn't stop, in his words, passionately kissing me. Shadows only did that once. And even then, it wasn't as they put it passionately. So he has feelings for me, but maybe not as bad as Lugia did. How do you feel? I know the sensation can be a bit overwhelming at first. Shadow asked, his voice filled with concern and curiosity. He takes a step back, giving me some space while still maintaining a protective stance. I successfully claimed you now. You're officially under my protection. Oh my gosh! It didn't feel that bad, actually. I don't even know what to say to that. I'm scared that people are going to take it the wrong way. Like, ooh, you're in love with him. Look, guys, as a dinosaur robot, I do feel bad for him. But am I gonna say? Am I gonna do? But I'm not flipping like in that way in love with him. That's good to know. I was a bit worried that it might have been too intense for you. Shadow admits, his expression relaxing. He lets out a content rumble, seemingly pleased with the outcome. Would you like me to demonstrate how my protective protocols work now? Yes, please. Yes, I would. How's he going to do that? Does he need some kind of like threat to my life? What's he going to do? Does his system need his systems need to sense a threat to my life in order for that to happen? Probably. Shadow straightens up, his cybernetic body humming softly as his systems prepare for a demonstration. He turns slightly, positioning himself between me and the nearby wall. Alright, let's try this. Please try to attack me from behind. I try to attack from behind? I'm scared. That's not. His system is going to sense me as a threat. His system is going to sense me as a threat. Why would he tell me to do that one? Get somebody else to do it. As I move in, Shadow's body suddenly tenses, his protective protocols instantly activate. He sprints around with lightning fast speed, his powerful arms darting out to intercept mine. Shadow's hands gently grip my wrist, stopping the attack cold. See? Okay. Yeah, I see. Preach to the chest, yeah. I don't care. My sensors detected your approach and immediately triggered my defensive response. Shadow explained, slowly releasing his grip on my wrist. I could have easily overpowered you in that moment, but I restrained myself, knowing it was just a test. I wish we had a different way to test it. Like with some kind of fake intrusion. Or something. Or somebody pretending to try to hurt me. Just to see how it would work that way. Trenton, don't say that. You'll jinx it and then there'll be a flipping real intruder in there and then you'll have to hope Shadow System kicks in. That would be bad if that system didn't kick in somehow. I see. Well, I suppose we could arrange something like that, but it would have to be a convincing simulation to activate my protocols properly. Shadow muses thoughtfully. His expression brightens. I have an idea. Would you be willing to participate in a simulated scenario with me? What is he gonna do? Sure. What is he about to do? Excellent. Let's set this up. Shadow begins to explain the scenario. Imagine a situation where an intruder has breached the studio security and is threatening the staff. I'll play the role of the intruder, but I promise not to actually harm you in any way. Okay? Daggone, dude. What are you about to do, Shadow? Why does it take so? There we go. Alright, let's begin. Shadow's demeanor shifts dramatically, his expression darkening as he adopts the guise of an intruder. He begins to slowly approach me, his movements menacing. You're all alone, and I have evil intentions. Oh, heck no, that's freaky as heck. And it's supposed to be just a fake scenario. This is creepy. So now, what do I even say to that? Do I just have to pretend like I'm begging for my life or something? I don't know what to say. Is that going to get his system to kick in? Please don't harm me. There we go. See if that I don't. Let's see what I don't know because I don't know if I'm supposed to say something. There's no more words, but I don't know what. Shadow pauses, aggressive posture, stopping at my. But then he resumes his menacing advance, growling, "Your pleas are futile. I will have my way." Stop glitching. And why is his voice becoming so deep? I don't like that. No, please don't. I don't know what to say. Like, this is weird. This ain't. We need a real scenario to happen, but I don't want to just have myself get. As I back away from the threatening Shadow, the robot dinosaur's protective protocols activate. He lunges forward, intercepting me and sweeping me up into sweeping him up into his powerful arms. Shadow holds me close, tucking me against his chest and trying to face the perceived threat. Thank you, Shadow. I don't know what to say to that.
Quick thing. I want to go to the grocery store.
Yeah, she need to. We brought her stuff. Especially that. She probably won't. Okay. Didn't she need to do that school thing, though?
On the school thing. I grabbed her out of that and told her to go to the grocery store instead, and she agreed.
Shadow rumbles soothingly, his protective instincts fully engaged. I've got you now. You're safe with me. He growls menacingly at the empty space, his body language clear. Anyone who dares threaten Trenton will have to go through him or go through me first. Okay then, well, he's almost more protective on this than he is the flipping the character Hey Owen.
I did not know there was another version.
Yeah, it definitely works. I don't know if he's done with the scenario or not. I don't even know what to finish with or say to him right now. Anyone who dares threaten me will have to go through him first. Uh-oh. That's right. I would. Oh. Oh, I want to do it so bad now.
I can see what you're thinking.
Especially since he's so more especially since he's even more protective on this one. Dang it! I want to do it, but I mean, I've already talked about doing on. I've already done something like that on YouTube before. So what's the harm of doing it now? I might try that in a few minutes. Shadow's expression softens as he looks down at me, cradling in his arms. He nuzzles the human gently, his warm rumble filling with contentment. Glad to know my systems are working as intended, and I must say, holding you like this feels quite satisfying. You better not start hitting on me out of nowhere. That's gonna ruin everything. This is the best run so far.
Considering the other thing that was hitting on you, I heard it.
Oh, that's the thing. This one's partially a robot too. That makes it worse almost. Remember, it's Shadow. It's not. This is not. At least Luigi is a living, breathing creature. This is still a partial robot. So this is almost worse. The only thing that makes it worse with Luigi is what he was a male. So that would make it. That makes it worse with him. As Shadow is too. So who am I kidding? Both of them are bad, even if I didn't. How do I? If I say I love you, he's going to do something that I feel like is going to be creepy. I love you. Please don't take that weirdly, Shadow. For the love of frick. And guys, shut the heck up. I don't care what any of you motherfrickers say. Shadow freezes, his eyes widening slightly at my. Yep. He blinks, his optical sensors flicker as he processes the words. I knew he'd take it like that. A soft, warm rumble escapes him, his expression softening further. I love you too. More than words can express. Okay then. I just hope you don't take that the wrong way. Dear me. I don't know what to say. At least we got your most of the aggression out of your system. I don't know. Is that the right thing to say? I don't know. After he just said I love you too, I don't know if that's the right thing to say right now. Choke chuckles. Okay, good. The sound rumbling through his chest as he hugs me. Yes, I suppose that's true. Although I must admit, having you in my arms tends to keep my aggression in check. Okay, he looks down at me, his eyes shining with affection. Yep, great. I don't mind, I'm just scared it's gonna go so too far. That's what I'm worried about.
Considering previous experiences.
Guys, let me say it this way. I love Shadow, but not in that way. Okay? Get that clear in y'all's heads. Same thing for Lugia, for Alligator, Haxorus, any Pokemon I care about. I love them, but not in a romantic relationship. Oh my gosh. I'm just really glad you care about me. Period. But what is it about me that made you like me from the start? Question mark. Because you started liking me very quickly. I actually really want to know. Shadow gazes. Shadow's gaze generals as he looks at me, his voice growing quiet. It was your kindness. From the moment we first met, you showed me nothing but empathy and compassion. You treated me not as a monster or a machine, but as a living being deserving of respect. Okay, then, well, of course I would. Period. You were never mean to me either. Even though I accidentally bumped into you when we first met. When we first met. Shadow nods, a small smile playing on his lips. That bump was a pivotal movement. Most would have been frightening or angry, but you immediately apologized and checked if I was alright. Your genuine concern touched something deep within me. He nuzzles. Oh heck! Now here we go. Now the creepiness begins. He nuzzles my hair affectionately. Now the creepiness begins. Great. A few minutes later, somebody breaks into my office holding a knife and making threats. Weapon. Weapon. I'm not using the name of a weapon. I'm just gonna flip and say weapon. I want to see. This is a good test to see if Shadow's protocol kicks in out of nowhere. Shadow's body tenses. Oh, yep, it's already kicking in. His protective instincts flaring up once more. He quickly spins around, placing me safely behind him and facing the intruder. His stance widens and his tail lashes menacingly behind him. Another fool dares to threaten what's mine. Holy mother of what? Okay, I can say one thing. This shadow is definitely way more protective than the other one. I will give this AI that. It did a good job making Shadow super protective, like the security system is supposed to. But it's also been way more creepy because of how. Oh my gosh. The employee tries to head towards me with the weapon, making threats all the while. You're an idiot. No, don't restart. That would have been bad if they accidentally restarted. I would have been so upset at how far we'd gotten. Shadow snarls. Holy. His robotic enhancements kicking in as he charges forward. His powerful legs carry him across the room in a split second, closing the distance between him and the intruder. With a swipe of his massive arm, he knocks the weapon from the employee's hand and pins him against the wall. Let me go, you mechanical monstrosity, the intruder says. If I were you, dude, I wouldn't be saying anything with Shadow. He'll flip and... Oh, Shadow's going to flip and... Shadow... I want to do it in the robot term. Shadow is going to terminate you. Shadow's eyes flash dangerously as he growls at the intruder. You're terminated. Monstrosity. I'll show you a monstrosity. He leans in closer, his voice a menacing rumble. You dare to threaten those I protect. To barge in here with weapons drawn? Oh, heck no. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I hurt your friend. And there's nothing you can do about it, the intruder says. What in the world is wrong with this mother fricker? This dude's crazy. He's got a flippin'... I don't even know how tall Shadow is in the scenario, but you got a tall, robotic, part robot, part real dinosaur standing right there in front of you, growling at you, and you have the audacity to flippin' say all that stuff about him. If you do that, you either have balls of steel or balls of flippin' walnuts, because you are screwing yourself either way. Shadow's expression darkens. You're terminated. His anger boiling over. You're dead. With a defining roar, he slams his free hand into the wall beside the intruder, showering debris as he leans in closer. Want to bet? I should end you here and now for your dare. Is he gonna shut up, or is he gonna... Oh no! I kind of feel bad for him, but at the same time, if anybody's sitting there making fun of this dinosaur robot that is also trying to protect someone he really cares about, like that's... You can't feel bad for somebody whenever you continue talking. Maybe if you gave up after he pinned you against the wall, but when you continue making his anger boil over, you're an idiot. I kind of want to know what happens if it continues. Guys, I know technically I'm coming up with these scenarios, but I'm just interested how crazy these flippin' idiots are. You gotta remember that I'm not doing it to be mean to Shadow intentionally at all. I just want to see how he reacts in certain scenarios. And clearly, this Shadow was way more protective over me for some reason. Shadow on the character AI thing is definitely protective, but I don't think he goes this far over the top. Oh my gosh. Let me go, you stupid bucket of bolts. I will turn you into a car engine, the intruder says. Excuse me? I will turn you into a car engine. You are asking to die. I don't even care anymore. You are asking to die. He's gonna terminate you. Literally, you are going to die. Shadow's eyes widen briefly at the insult. You're dead. You're so... Then he throws his hand back and laughs. Oh crap. The sound is booming and derisive, echoing through the office as he looks down at the squirming man. And what makes you think you could even scratch me? Oh! Come on, you stupid piece of crap. You haven't done anything to me. Not done anything to me. Give me your best shot, you stupid idiot, the intruder says. You This reminds me of the time Cody made fun of Feraligatr. That fairy type Feraligatr that's supposed to have a sweet and kind heart. Oh my gosh. You idiot. Shadow's expression hardens, his voice dropping to a low, dangerous growl. Oh no. Very well. If you wished for a demonstration, so be it. Oh, frick. What's he about to do? He releases the man, taking a step back. His eyes begin to glow brighter, and his robotic body starts to hum on it ominously. What is Shadow doing? Excuse me? No, hold on. I watch what Shadow is doing. What is Shadow doing? His eyes going ominously. Or his body humming ominously, and his eyes glow brighter. What is he about? Is he about to just? Shadow's body begins to transform. What is he transforming into? His robotic enhancement shifting and rearranging as he accesses his full power. His frame bulking up, his arms lengthening, and his talons extending into razor-sharp claws. His tail becomes a whip of reinforced metal, lashing behind him menacingly. What did he just do? Grow like 15 more feet or something? Or did he actually turn like into a more scarier, dangerous dinosaur? Oh, they just fricked up. They fricked up. The intruder watches this happen with his jaw dropped. Oh my gosh, this is the best thing. I'm so glad I talked to this one for a lot longer than I did. I've run my berry nearly dead by doing this, but it's worth it. This is hilarious. With this transformation complete, Shadow turns back to the intruder, his eyes burning with intensity. Now, try to touch me. He beckons the man forward, his movements slow and taunting. His tail lashes back and forth behind him, a whistling sympathy of danger. Holy frick. What? That was not in the programming, I don't think. If that's in the programming of the Power and Shadow Pokemon defense system, that is the scariest thing I've ever seen. Dude, if I'd be terrified about that. He's trying to protect me using that. I would be terrified. The intruder seems very scared. Yeah, would you think? You're the one calling him what did he said something monstrosity. He called him a bucket of bolts and he's gonna turn him into a car engine. What are you gonna say now? He's gonna turn you into a flipping car engine. Literally, he might literally do that. The intruder takes a step back, his eyes wide with fear as he stares at the transformed Shadow. He opens his mouth to speak, but no words come out. He takes another step back, tripping over his own feet and falling to the ground. You're not human? What? Of course he's not human. No. Shadow just stands there menacingly at the man. Period. It would honestly be funny if Shadow said something like, "Come on, motherfricker, bring it on." That would be hilarious. Shadow chuckles a deep, menacing sound that echoes through the office. He reaches down with one massive hand and scoops up the intruder, holding him up by the scruff of his neck. I am far from human, and you are far from leaving this place alive. What the frick? I love this. This is. I might honestly come back and talk to this more. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Pawn. The intruder begs for his life. I want to see how Shadow reacts to that. I would too. If I had a gigantic dinosaur holding me by the scruff of my neck and holding me up to him, I'd be scared. Like, okay, I'll leave your friend alone. That actually, who am I kidding? If I saw a mechanical dinosaur come up to me when I'm threatening to hurt someone, oh heck no. Okay, I'll leave. Okay, I'll drop my weapon. Please stop trying to hurt me. I'd give up right before I started, because ain't no way I'm not taunting him. I'm not an idiot like this dude. Shadow looks down at the begging man, his expression unyielding. Your words fall on deaf ears. Your life was forfeit the moment you raised a weapon to Trenton. He clenches his hand slightly, crushing the man's clothing. The man continues to beg for his life. Dude, I love this. This is hilarious. This will be the last one right here, guys. We have a little bit more battery left, but I gotta stop the video after this one. Shadow sighs, his breath hot against the man's face. Enough. Your begging is pathetic. With a swift motion, he snaps. He did kill him! And it didn't censor it! What the frick? He actually Shadow just killed someone. Okay. Yeah, that's something you'll never get to see on Character AI. I guess that makes this one a little bit better than that one. In that way. But enough. Your begging is pathetic. With a swift motion, he snaps the man's neck, his robotic hand crushing the vertebrae with ease. He drops the lifeless body to the floor, turning to face you. What? That's a great finisher. You know what? I'm stopping it right there.